Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel. I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday. Here is your news report, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update for Saturday, January 23rd. In this video, I will be sharing the latest stimulus news, including the status of the $2,000 stimulus checks, why more moderate Republicans are pushing back on President Joe Biden's economic relief plan, and what Congress can do to help the American people right now. Before this video starts, I will be giving away another $50 Amazon gift card. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and comment below. Okay, so there are several key moderate Republicans in the Senate that are opposing quick action on President Joe Biden's main priority of a $1.9 trillion stimulus package. This indicates that another round of stimulus checks that Biden requested could take longer to arrive. In order to pass another round of stimulus checks, Democrats need to convince 10 Senate Republicans. Now this might require asking for less funding that President Biden would like to pass. But Democrats could also bypass the 60-vote threshold utilizing a parliamentarian maneuver. Now the Biden administration seems ready to mount an aggressive campaign to get Congress to act fast on more stimulus. Republicans who would be critical to get to the finish line said they're open to additional money to speed up distribution of the vaccine, which is good news. However, many other Republicans have balked at Joe Biden's overall price tag. Some called on Biden to pare back the plan while others suggested waiting a few months to see if the economic need persists. Senator Susan Collins is a Republican from Maine. She is one of the most moderate Republicans. Collins says she is sympathetic to boosting vaccine funds, but doesn't see the justification for a bill that is so big. It's hard for me to see when we just passed $900 billion of assistance why we would have a package that big, Collins told reporters Thursday. Maybe a couple of months from now, the needs will be evident and we will need to do something significant, but I'm not seeing it right now. In my opinion, millions of Americans definitely need more stimulus relief. According to Senator Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, Biden's request is significant, adding that the ink is barely dried on the $900 billion bill. And so it's going to require, I think, a fair amount of debate and consideration, she told reporters. Then we have Mitt Romney, a Republican senator from Utah, a conservative who has a track record of breaking with his party, told NBC News that he isn't inclined to borrow another $1 trillion or even $500 billion for a broad economic package. My own view is that what's holding back the economy is virus, not money, he said. I want to do everything we can to get the vaccines out. But once the vaccine is out and people are inoculated, I believe you'll see the economy coming back. Evidently, there is so much resistance to President Joe Biden's $1.90 economic package. It will be difficult for Biden's plan to the 10 GOP votes needed to pass under the normal process, which Biden's team said it favors for this bill. If bipartisan support doesn't materialize, it would leave Democrats with two options. Use the reconciliation process to get around the filibuster for budgetary provisions, or pare it back to pursue bipartisan support. In my opinion, Democrats should use the reconciliation process. What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. I think the administration and the caucus would prefer it be done on a bipartisan basis, House Budget Chairman John Yarmuth told reporters. We haven't made a decision yet to use reconciliation, but we are. We are prepared to move very quickly if it looks like we can't do it any other way. Senator Bernie Sanders, who is set to chair the Senate Budget Committee, has also said Democrats should use reconciliation if outreach to Republicans proves fruitless. Biden's plan includes $400 billion for the vaccine and reopening schools, new $1,400 stimulus payments, $400 per week in jobless aid, $25 billion in child care assistance and health care subsidies to bolster the Affordable Care Act and fund COBRA health insurance coverage. It follows the $900 billion plan approved in December that provides direct payments and other economic aid through March. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters Friday that Biden's package is subject to changes in the legislative process but that all the components are important. The way that the package was designed was to address the core issues of the crisis, she said in response to a question about whether it could be broken up to gain bipartisan support. So, I think the tricky piece of that question is, do you delay vaccine funding to distribute the vaccine? Do you delay funding for unemployment insurance? Do you delay funding to reopen schools? The approach that the Democratic-led government chooses to take on the new president's top priority will set the tone for legislative action over the next 2 years, which is likely to be Biden's best opportunity to advance aggressive bills through Congress. Brian Deese, the director of Biden's National Economic Council, rebutted the Republican skepticism Friday, saying the United States is at a precarious moment with the virus and the economy. Without decisive action, we risk falling into a very serious economic hole, even more serious than the crisis we find ourselves in, he told reporters. The risk of doing too little far outweighs the risk of doing too much. Deese is planning to hold a call with a bipartisan group of senators, including Collins and Murkowski, this weekend to discuss Biden's proposal. He said he hopes that a bipartisan working group led by Collins and Joe Manchin can come up with an alternative. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below for more daily stimulus check updates.